Hello everyone and welcome to book progress update number 23. It has been a busy week. I find after vacation it's always quite hectic. The one thing is that I didn't spend a lot of time on my book. I did start the editing, and I find the editing feels at least less intensive for me. Writing is, it takes a lot of brain power and I feel a lot of resistance towards writing, whereas editing feels a little bit better. Although I did have ups and downs this week of feeling really good about my book and also really dejected about my book. I was like, oh, these sections aren't good at all. I want to change them, but I don't know how. I had a lot of those types of thoughts this week. But I also had thoughts about this project being something that is very dear to me, and I see it taking shape, and I'm really excited about that. So a lot of different contrast in emotion this week. When I look back on the week, there are a couple of reasons that I didn't feel as motivated to work on my book. One factor was that it was quite busy at my paid jobs, and the things that I was doing took a little bit more brain power because I was thinking through some transitional stuff and doing some planning and all of that. So it didn't leave me with a lot of mental energy and mental clarity to work on editing. I really wanted to relax in the evenings after spending pretty much all day doing paid work. And the way I relaxed was very time consuming. I ended up downloading Candy Crush for whatever reason. I think I saw an ad that caught my interest. And I do recall a time in my life when I was playing Candy Crush, but it wasn't an extended period of time, and I deleted it from my phone. So I started from the beginning when I downloaded the game this week, because that was years ago that I had last played. I played it for a good, I think it was like a good 4 or 5 days, like feeling really kind of drawn to the game and wanting to play it. I would mainly play it in the evenings as a form of relaxation after work, but I found that the game was so addictive that I wanted to play it first thing in the morning. So I was doing that as well instead of working on my book in the morning, which is kind of my sweet spot or my sweet time to work on my book. And I also wanted to play it throughout the day. I found myself very like pulled towards the game. So I played it. I played it quite a lot this week, and I ended up deleting it as planned on Friday. I'm still playing Toon Blast, and Toon Blast is one of my favorite puzzle games for relaxation. The games are very similar, so I definitely don't need both, and I get a lot of joy out of Toon Blast more so than Candy Crush. So I decided to let go of Candy Crush, and I will still play Toon Blast though. A lot of relaxation through playing games on my phone, but I think I needed it. My mind needed it, and now that we're in the weekend and I don't do paid work on the weekend, or I don't tend to, I woke up this morning. I went through my series of quick games, mostly word games, and because I didn't have Candy Crush on my phone, I opened my book and I did some really good edits. So there were 3 sections or 3 self-reflection exercises that were giving me a lot of trouble because I didn't like the way they were worded. I didn't like what I had called the exercises. There were a lot of things about them where I was just like, oh, this just does not feel right. I ended up changing all 3 exercises. I think I have found the names for the exercises that I really like. I pulled in a metaphor for one of the exercises and I explained the exercise through this metaphor, and it feels really good. I'm starting to learn to trust that even if I take long extended breaks from my book, even if I don't work on it pretty much the entire week, although I did do little edits here and there, I'm learning to trust that I'll come back to it naturally, that I don't need to feel guilty for being on my phone and taking that mental break that I need. That is something that I still struggle with. I'd say that in my past life, I was more of a type A personality, never like a full-on type A, but definitely leaning in that direction. And I really enjoy being productive and efficient. I really like getting things done. I often don't feel good when I'm doing things that I think are quote unquote a waste of time. Those are things about myself that I'm really trying to work through and not feeling like I need to be productive all the time or that I need to be efficient all the time. I'm just trying to let go of needing to make huge strides every day or have breakthroughs or aha moments every day. Those do arrive, but they arrive on their own schedule, and it's not something I can control. But I do have control over the process in terms of opening the document every day and at least taking a look at it so it's fresh in my mind. So the ideas can arrive when I'm going for a walk or when I'm writing morning pages or in the wee hours of the morning when I'm still kind of in a half dream, half waking state. I find myself a little more receptive to those ideas. That is going to be it for update number 23. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.